You're watching Channel 7. Welcome back to even more of the Daily Rundown. Our next story is about social media. Twitter is getting bigger. For a company that still hasn't made a profit, its brand is known throughout the world, and even your granny knows what a hashtag is now. Hashtag Granny knows. But now they want to woo more users to the social media platform and will be allowing pictures and links now in addition to the 140 character limit. Before, photos, GIFs and video links would eat into those all precious words. On average, you'll be getting 16% more tweeting girth for absolutely nothing. Now this comes after rumours at the start of the year that Twitter was going to allow a tweet-busting 10,000 character limit, which is about a third of War and Peace, I think. So will this news make Twitter more relevant to you, or is it on its way out like MySpace and Bebo? Can we just have that hashtag again, please? Granny knows. Ah, they're refusing my hashtag request.
You can't just throw a hashtag out there and, you know.
Hashtag Granny knows.
Hashtag Granny knows.
Apparently you can.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many people knew what you were actually talking about then with all the Twitter speak. There's a lot of people who will not know what is going on when we're talking about.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's at the start of every TV show now. All the journalists on the news channels have their little Twitter. There's a lot of people over a certain age, or maybe of this millennial age that people keep talking about, that couldn't care less about the little @ squiggle.
Yeah.
So, I hate Twitter. I can't stand it. I hate it so much. I hate that I have to use it, and I do have to use it. I really hate that. Please follow me, by the way.
See, desperate for validation, and you hate it at the same time.
Love me.
Hates it, but
I don't like the 140 character limit because I'm not succinct enough.
Yeah, I find that tricky.
I don't get it. I don't fundamentally understand how it works and what it's meant to do.
Well, when it first started back in 2006, 2007, people were calling it microblogging.
So
what?
Because I remember, because I was doing...
Encourages bad grammar.
Yeah, because I got onto it very early on Twitter. Because I think I was helping out at a radio station, and I was doing a lot of journalist stuff, and so everyone was talking about Twitter, weren't they? And everyone was going, oh, you know, you've got to get on this, you've got to do this. This is where it is now. And so I really enjoyed it for a while, and then suddenly I just saw it like get bigger and expand, and more people, and then suddenly it was just like I got lost in it a bit. You feel a bit like your voice gets lost in the ether somewhere, if you know what I mean. Like,
Does
you're just putting these tweets out, but
can something get to an optimum and then die off? Because once advertisers start using it, and once news channels start trying to be cool by saying things like hashtag Granny knows. Look, there it is again. Granny knows. It will be my Friday. See, hashtag Granny knows. It becomes uncool. So you were an early adopter. You were on it at the beginning. People like Stephen Fry got on it and just went, "Come, follow me!" Like,
I'm Jesus.
No, that was the early days.
Here are my electronic disciples.
That was the early days of his kind of reign, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's really cool," and Stephen Fry knows, you know, what he's doing on this. And now, what did he say recently? And
I think he flounced off again.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There's so many news stories now that are making it into the mainstream of American rapper says something bad about someone. Twitter bans her. It's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy. Joe's already bored of it. Are you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I dabble occasionally when I feel like I have to, or if I have to promote, like if I do comedy nights and if I have to promote something. But I feel like my voice is just, there's just so many people there, and I just feel like you're just shouting into nothing sometimes. And everyone's just following all these celebrities and constantly, and it's just a bit, I don't know, I'm bored of it.
There's no pattern to who seems to follow who and why you should follow a certain person.
But
and
isn't that beautiful? That it shows that everybody's an individual and we all like different things.
Yeah, and I get it, and particularly with celebrities or anyone in the public eye, and they have a direct connection now to their fans or to people who want, you know, you can actually kind of speak to that person.
At them.
Well, at them, yeah. And obviously that's good and bad for them.
Well, that's the thing. Most people use that connection to celebrities to then
to troll,
get their back up, call them nasty names, all number-lettered words.
If what was that about Katie Price being trolled on Twitter? And what did her son say?
Yeah, I think her son used a very succinct Anglo-Saxon word. But he used that on television.
On TV, on Loose Women.
But that's the thing. The thing that I think about Twitter is if you can't say it to their face, don't say it to them online. So, but people don't think about that. And another problem I find with Twitter is people don't realise that in legal terms, once you write a tweet and you press send, that means it's published. That means you can get sued for it. That means you're telling lots of other people your opinions and you have to back them up.
And this is what's happened with the whole Zayn Malik. Was that his name? The guy from One Direction?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So down with the kids.
Yeah, I know. And so people like this girl, Azealia Banks. Yes, I know. Everyone.
Word.
Thanks. No doubt. Down low. So it's they forget. They kind of forget that the words are being published like that, and everyone can see it. And especially when they're a public eye. You know, these people are meant to have mentors, and they're meant to have people to tell them, kind of to keep them in check, or to tell them, don't say that.
Hold back.
Now they have more characters in which to do it with.
But if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all, unless you're on Twitter where it's just hell for leather. Do you think it's going to go the way of MySpace? Do you still have your MySpace active?
I was very late to all social media games. So I never had MySpace. I had MSN Messenger, which I don't think that counted. I think that was probably the only thing I dabbled with.
I still go back to ICQ. I'm that old.
ICQ?
Yeah. And if you are on MySpace tonight, make sure you become a friend of Tom. Some people will get that go. Right, let's go on to our last story for this part of the show. World famous games manufacturer and daddy to Mario, Luigi and Toad the Mushroom. No, Mike. Nintendo are looking at new ways of making money. This is after a £150 million loss in the first 3 months of this year alone. With talk of a new NX console coming out soon and their games now appearing on mobile phones, they've also decided to focus on the movie business. Company spokesman Makoto Ueki said that the project could result in a cinema release or a DVD as early as next year. So, will they take over from the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One with movies about Pokemon, Zelda and Mario Kart movies?
Oh, Mario Kart movie. That would be amazing.
Well,
that'd be fantastic. That'd be like, Drive, but fused
with Ryan
Disney.
Gosling.
As Toad.
Oh, he could smash Luigi's face in with his boot. It'd be brilliant.
But they of course they already made a Mario.
Super Mario, with Bob Hoskins.
With Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, whatever.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper as Bowser. I know.
And it was really
Fiona
strange.
Shaw.
It was
Samantha Mathis as Princess Peach.
It was really strange because they went kind of dark and serious. It was almost like Blade Runner or something.
That's a leap.
I mean, well, it was like they were trying to. I mean, Bob Hoskins said it was one of the worst experiences he'd ever had. I think I can't remember whether the filmmakers were man and wife or they'd had a big argument. Anyway, he said it was one of the worst experiences he'd ever had filming. But it is a weird film, and it's all kind of dark, and it's not really in the spirit of the game. And they made Cooper Dennis Hopper, just a guy. With
and Yoshi turns up, but Yoshi is a dinosaur.
Yeah. And it was that
with
kind
boots.
of dinosaur boom, wasn't it? I guess it was around the time of Jurassic Park.
A bit earlier.
It was
It was
Jurassic
80s,
Park.
late 80s.
But it was all like realistic dinosaurs, wasn't it? Like
sort of.
slight of not like they were in the,
Looking at this though, they're looking to make animated movies, and Japan and love of anime, they've got a good pedigree to sort of tap into, surely.
They do, and I think Nintendo games have always been much more kind of character driven as well, more so stuff that's always popped up on their consoles might not have been made by them.
Like Zelda.
Yeah, like Zelda, or Banjo-Kazooie, which I know is a rare game, but still predominantly Nintendo. It's more about that kind of plot element, and there's a lot more, kind of going on. I think it would lend itself really well to movies.
I'd like to see a big budget Tetris game.
Oh, well, they sort of did make that with Pixels,
And
which
that was terrible.
disastrous.
Let's not mention that.
That's scattergun though. That's going for all different gaming.
The thing is that this is
Nintendo,
quite
going to focus.
in vogue, making toys into films, because Transformers did it, obviously. The films aren't that great,
No,
but
they're big
they
hits,
make a
they're
lot of
making
money.
a big one,
yeah.
And the Lego movie was one of my favourite films
That
of
was
the last
great.
few years.
It was
was
awesome.
funny. and it was talking Lego. So if you can make a really good Mario movie,
The Yoshi origin story.
Yeah.
Dr. Wario,
Oh, the possibilities are
Yeah, there's
endless.
so much
and
there.
his
and
evil
this is-
hospital surgery, that would be quite good.
I said the horrible mistake they made with the old film. Make it like the computer
games.
game.
Yeah.
Make it all colourful. Make it for kids.
Donkey Kong the movie.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then the touching story, Donkey Kong, the Diddy Kong the movie,
Diddy Kong.
when he gets,
Although
learns how to be a father.
Peter Jackson would probably make it. It'd
He
be
could
3
go to
hours
Diddy
long.
Kong County and play the bongos.
That's the point. Have Nintendo contacted Andy Serkis yet? Because he could just get it all done for him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He would be par excellence as Mario. He could do a little moustache twiddle. It would be fantastic. But you wouldn't be able to make a Zelda film because you would first have to explain that the person who everybody thinks is Zelda is actually Link.
Yeah.
And that would screw everybody's head up straight away.
I think we could make the leap. I think we can make the leap.
So do you think it's good as well that Nintendo are looking at other revenue streams because
They need
they're
to.
way behind Sony,
Yeah.
they're way behind Microsoft Xbox. There's talk about a new console happening, but
No one's
they have to
gonna
make
buy
money
it.
elsewhere, haven't they?
Yeah, no, I think they do. I think they do need to diversify because they've been struggling for a while. The Cube was an error.
Oh, yeah.
And they kind of rescued it a bit with the Wii, because you had that but now that Xbox Connect's come along and the kind of things that you're going to have with virtual kind of reality
brilliant.
they need to. I think they need to find.
There was so much like that in the 80s. There was like a Nintendo glove.
Oh, the Power
There was a
Glove.
movie. Yeah, there was a movie called Wizard with Fred Savage. Do you ever remember that? Anyway, I'm a big nerd, but yeah, they go to Reno. They a big Nintendo competition. It's amazing. Watch it, everyone.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see Mario in live form soon.
Yeah.
Played by
Sadly
Fred
not Bob
Savage.
Hoskins. Right, that's all we have time for in this part of the show, but up next we chat to a girl who's just released her debut album. We'll see you in just a few minutes' time.